What is up, guys? Okay, so this long-awaited video, I know I took forever to announce this, but this has been a long time coming. When I heard this Instagram news, my brain was like, and not in a good way. Not in a good way. Okay, so the big news about Instagram that they're releasing or that's being updated or modified is about your home feed. You know, when you open the app, you have your feed where you basically scroll, you see posts from all the people that you follow, you see content that you like. Up until this point, the way it worked is your feed was chronological based. So accounts that you followed, their content would show up whenever they uploaded. And then it was interest based, obviously. So things that Instagram thought you'd be interested in based on hashtags that you follow, based on stuff like that. And then of course, relationships. If Instagram knew that you had a very strong relationship with someone, then they would make sure that you see their post first, that you would see their stories first, that you would see all of that first, okay? That is all going to change. All going to change, and not for the better, okay? The way it's going to change, guys, is all that is gone. All that is gone. Forget about your home feed the way it is. No more. Instagram is now going to turn your home feed strictly interest-based. So that means two things for you. One, content from accounts that you follow, not going to be showing up anymore. Any account that you follow, there's only one way to get their content to actually show up on your page. We're going to cover that in a second. But Instagram is basically going to switch it entirely into interest-based, and they're going to show you content that they think you care about. So Instagram's CEO actually went live and he announced this officially. And people asked him, they're like, well, why is our entire feed going to turn into interest-based? Like, why are you showing us content that we want to see? We're going to follow accounts, show us the content that we care about. His response, and I will share this to my stories and my highlights on my page. His response was, there is so much to see on Instagram. We don't want you to be limited to just the accounts that you're following. We want to show you everything, okay? So Instagram is now going to show you content that they care about, that they think you care about, is what I meant to say, okay? So that's going to be your new home feed, and they're slowly kind of rolling it out. They've kind of like eased people into it at this point. A lot of you have been seeing suggested posts on your feed. That's the first step. Also, you'll notice that slowly but surely more and more suggested posts are going to pop up on your feed. That's why if you're following certain accounts, they'll be like, oh my gosh, I didn't see this person's content even though I'm following them. They're slowly transitioning out of that to turn your feed mainly into an interest-based feed, okay? Now, before all y'all freak out, and I know it's terrifying, you're like, well, why? Why are they doing this? I'm not going to go into why they do this. If you guys are curious about that, you can send me a DM and I will elaborate, but I don't think very many people care. So I'm going to stick to the facts. How can you get around this? How can you make sure that you actually see content from the people that you follow? Because obviously you follow them because you care about their content, right? So there's two ways. One, establish a strong relationship with them, okay? The most important thing, guys, and I cover this in like my YouTube videos, I talk about this on my stories, on my lives. The most important thing is to establish a relationship with your audience. If you have someone that you follow, like myself, who you want to make sure that you see their content on your feed all the time, engage with their content. Instagram doesn't give an F about followers. Instagram doesn't give an F about impressions. Instagram prioritizes engagement. So let's say you're following me and my content does not show up on your home feed anymore, okay? That's because you don't engage with my content. Just looking at it and liking it is not enough. If you want to make sure you see more of my content on your feed, like it, comment, even if it's an emoji, right? Even if it's a thumbs up, whatever. Share it, save it, watch my stories, watch my lives like you're doing right now, okay? This is like the number one best way to make sure that you see content from people that you follow actually popping up on your feed. That is the first thing. Second, Instagram has released this, but they're still kind of rolling it out. You guys know how you have close friends on your stories? If you want to share your stories just with your close friends, you can add certain people to your close friends list, and then you can only send your stories to them. That is now going to be added onto your home feed as well. So you're going to have a close friends for your home feed. If there are people that you want to make sure that you always see their content, add them to your close friends, okay? This probably hasn't rolled out for everybody. This is still in testing. So that's why they're like slowly, again, easing you into it. But if you want to make sure you see their content, make sure to add them to your close friends. And that's how you're going to guarantee that you see their content, even as your feed is changing strictly to recommended and interest-based content. Okay. Those are the two top main ways that you can do that. The third, and this is a little bit more complicated, all right, but it's very, very important because it also ties into your account growing, not just whose content you're seeing, who's going to see your content, who's going to follow you, who your content is going to get shown to, okay? Make sure your account is optimized. Instagram is going to show you content that it thinks you care about, okay? Now, the way it works is Instagram determines what you care about based on what you engage on, based on accounts that you follow, okay? So the quickest rule of thumb to do this is go to your Explore page. Take a look at your Explore page. If your Explore page is a mishmash of stuff where you're like dog videos and food videos and workout videos, the algorithm has no idea what the hell your account is about, which means that not only are you seeing all these different forms of content which you don't really care about, that's who your content is getting shown to. And if you're trying to grow, especially with this new feed being rolled out, it's not going to work because your content is going to get shown to people that don't care about your content. They're not going to engage with it. It's not going to get any visibility. Poof, there goes all your visibility. So make sure as this new feed is getting rolled out, and this is like an immediate thing that you guys can do, make sure your account is optimized. Make sure the algorithm knows exactly what your page is about, what your niche is, what your interests are, so that not only are you going to see content that's relevant to you, because like who cares about that? What we care about is that your content is getting shown to the right people. Okay, guys? And if you're struggling with that, shoot me a DM at Ortal Levitan. Literally, shoot me a DM. I will respond with a voice note. Let me help you grow. The last thing you want to do is have the algorithm not know what your account is about as this interest-based feed is getting rolled out. Okay, guys? So I hope this video helped. Thanks for tuning in. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to shoot me a DM. I will respond to them or drop them in the comment section. I always respond to my own comments. And of course, if you haven't already, make sure to go download my free Instagram growth guide. 4 pages packed with information. These are steps that I still follow to this day to grow my account. Link is in the bio or the description box. You can just go ahead, click it. And yeah, that's all I have to say. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I'll see you here next time.